Imagine this. You're constantly battling painful UTIs, rushing to the doctor, and popping antibiotics that leave you feeling worse. But what if I told you there's a natural, science-backed way to prevent UTIs without antibiotics? No more side effects, no more resistance. In fact, studies show that simple changes like hydration, probiotics, and a little-known sugar called D-mannose can slash your UTI risk by up to 50%. If you're tired of the cycle of UTIs or just want to protect yourself, this video is for you. I'm breaking down the top 5 natural methods that actually work, backed by the latest research. Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you've ever experienced the burning pain, frequent urges and discomfort of a UTI, you know how frustrating and disruptive it can be. And for many, it's not just a one-time thing, it's a recurring problem that keeps coming back. But here's the good news. You don't have to rely on antibiotics to prevent UTIs. In fact, there are natural, science-backed methods that can help you avoid UTIs altogether. And today, I'm sharing them with you. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear, actionable plan to reduce your UTI risk naturally. So, let's get started. Let's start with one of the simplest yet most effective ways to prevent UTIs. Hydration. Yes, drinking enough water is crucial for your urinary tract health, and here's why. When you drink plenty of water, you're essentially flushing out bacteria from your urinary tract. Think of it like this. Your bladder is a storage tank, and water is the cleaning agent that helps wash away harmful bacteria before they can cause an infection. But how much water is enough? According to a 2021 study published in the journal JAMA Internal Medicine, women who increased their daily water intake by 1.5 liters, about 6 cups, reduced their risk of recurrent UTIs by 50%. That's huge. The study followed 140 women with a history of recurrent UTIs and found that those who drank more water had significantly fewer infections compared to those who didn't. Now you might be wondering, how does this work? Well, when you're well hydrated, you urinate more frequently. This frequent urination helps flush out bacteria that might be trying to cling to the walls of your bladder or urethra. Plus, it dilutes your urine, making it less irritating to your urinary tract. So, how much water should you drink? While the standard recommendation is 8 glasses a day, if you're prone to UTIs, you might want to aim for 2 to 3 liters daily, depending on your activity level and climate. And don't forget, water is the best choice. Sugary drinks or caffeine can actually irritate your bladder, so stick to good old H2O. Now you might be thinking, if I drink more water, won't I lose too much sodium and other electrolytes? It's a valid concern, but here's the good news. For most healthy people, drinking 2 to 3 liters of water a day is perfectly safe and won't cause significant electrolyte loss. However, if you're drinking excessive amounts of water, like 5 to 6 liters or more in a short time, you could potentially dilute the sodium in your blood, a condition called hyponatremia. But this is rare and usually happens in extreme cases, like during endurance sports, or if you're forcing yourself to drink way more than your body needs. A 2020 review published in the journal Nutrients found that for the average person, moderate water intake, 2 to 3 liters daily, doesn't lead to electrolyte imbalances. In fact, your kidneys are amazing at regulating your body's fluid and electrolyte levels. But if you're sweating a lot, exercising intensely, or living in a hot climate, you might need to replenish electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Next up, let's talk about something you've probably heard 1,000 times: cranberry juice. It's been touted as a miracle drink for preventing UTIs. But does it really work? Or is it just an old wives' tale? Let's break it down. Cranberries contain compounds called proanthocyanidins, which prevent bacteria like E. coli, the main culprit behind UTIs, from sticking to the walls of your bladder and urinary tract. Think of it as a slippery shield that makes it harder for bacteria to cause an infection. But here's the catch: not all cranberry products are created equal. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that only cranberry products with a high concentration of PAX, at least 36 milligrams per serving, were effective in reducing UTI risk. Many store-bought cranberry juices are loaded with sugar and have very little PAX, so they won't do much for you. If you're going to try cranberry juice, opt for unsweetened 100% cranberry juice or cranberry supplements with a high PAC content. And remember, cranberry juice isn't a magic cure. It works best as part of a broader prevention strategy, like staying hydrated and maintaining good hygiene. Now here's a fun fact. A 2023 meta-analysis in Frontiers in Nutrition reviewed over 20 studies and found that cranberry products reduced UTI risk by 26% in women with recurrent infections. That's not a huge number, but when combined with other methods, it can make a real difference. So, should you start chugging cranberry juice? Not necessarily. But if you enjoy it and choose the right product, it can be a helpful addition to your UTI prevention toolkit. Now here's a question for you. Have you ever tried cranberry juice for UTIs? Did it work for you? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your experiences. Now let's talk about something that might sound a little surprising. Sugar. But not just any sugar. I'm talking about D-mannose. A natural sugar that's been gaining a lot of attention for its ability to prevent UTIs. Here's how it works. D-mannose is a type of sugar that your body doesn't fully absorb. Instead, it travels through your urinary tract and binds to bacteria like E. coli, the same bacteria responsible for most UTIs. Once bound, the bacteria can't stick to the walls of your bladder or urethra, so they get flushed out when you urinate. A 2021 study published in the World Journal of Urology found that women who took 2 grams of D-mannose daily had a 50% lower risk of recurrent UTIs compared to those who didn't. That's a huge reduction. And the best part? D-mannose is natural, safe, and has minimal side effects. So, how do you use it? D-mannose is available as a powder or capsule, and the typical dose is 1 to 2 grams per day, either dissolved in water or taken with meals. It's especially helpful for people who get UTIs after intimacy, as taking it right after can help flush out any bacteria that might have entered the urinary tract. But here's something important to note. While D-mannose is great for preventing UTIs, it's not a treatment for an active infection. If you already have a UTI, you'll need to see a doctor for proper treatment. Now I'm curious, have you ever heard of D-mannose or tried it before? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about something that might surprise you: your gut health. Yes, what's happening in your gut can actually impact your urinary tract health. This is where probiotics come in, the friendly bacteria that keep your gut and urinary tract in balance. Here's the science. Your gut and urinary tract are home to a delicate ecosystem of bacteria. When harmful bacteria like E. coli overgrow, they can travel from your gut to your urinary tract, causing infections. But probiotics, especially strains like Lactobacillus, can help prevent this by maintaining a healthy balance of bacteria. A 2022 study published in the Journal of Clinical Microbiology found that women who took probiotic supplements containing Lactobacillus strains had a 40% lower risk of recurrent UTIs. Another 2023 review in Frontiers in Cellular and Infection Microbiology highlighted that probiotics can create a protective barrier in the urinary tract, making it harder for harmful bacteria to take hold. So, how can you get more probiotics? You can take supplements specifically designed for urinary health. Or you can add probiotic-rich foods to your diet, like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha. Just make sure to choose products with live and active cultures for the best results. Let's talk about something that might seem simple but can make a huge difference in preventing UTIs. Your daily habits. Sometimes it's the little things, like how you wipe, what you wear, and even when you go to the bathroom, that can either protect you or put you at risk. First up, hygiene. Did you know that wiping from front to back after using the bathroom is one of the most effective ways to prevent bacteria from entering your urinary tract? It's a small habit, but it can save you a lot of trouble. Next, let's talk about clothing. Tight synthetic underwear can trap moisture and create a breeding ground for bacteria. Instead, opt for breathable cotton underwear that keeps things dry and comfortable. A 2021 study published in Urology Research and Practice found that women who practiced these simple hygiene and lifestyle habits had a 30% lower risk of UTIs. That's a big win for small changes. So, here's your action plan. 1. Wipe, front to back. 2. Wear breathable cotton underwear. 3. Don't hold it in. Go when you need to. 4. Urinate after intimacy. 5. Stay hydrated. These small changes can have a big impact on your urinary tract health. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already practice, and which ones are you going to start? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're not already part of the Healthxplorer family, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on science-backed health tips like these. Thanks for watching, and remember, your health is your greatest wealth. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and keep exploring with Healthxplorer. See you in the next video.